I'm a cowboy on a
Steel
steel
horse
horse I ride, and I'm wanted, dead or alive.
Those are the only choices.
Is that like the opening music to Drink and Draw now? All right, well, welcome to Drink and Draw. You can see this is episode 28. We're doing local Kine heroes.
Dead or alive.
Dead or alive. So we got a pretty broad selection to choose from. Everybody has anything they'd like to see, they can throw it in the comments. Tell us about your favorite local Kine hero. I'm going to start off with the Contraptor, which was Free Isabello's character. I don't know what the rest of the gentlemen are going to be drawing.
I'm going to be drawing Gordon Ryder.
Gordon Ryder, yeah, okay.
First thing that came to my head.
You know, we have Pineappleman, we have the Almost Cooked Guardians, we got Casing Tiara, we got the Gunman, we got I'm drawing a blank on DJ's comic. I'm sorry, boss. It starts with an E.
Exilion.
Exilion? Yeah, that's it.
Exilion.
Okay. What else? You get that detective comic that Canilla worked on in the newspaper strip.
Inspector Gadget.
I don't think that was it.
Oh, darn. Okay.
What else? We got
what was Napua's thing?
We got Napua. She was the colorist on one, right? Yeah.
No, but she kind of like she wrote one.
Like, but it was like a genie kind of thing.
Right.
I dream of genie.
And then Doc's company, they put out a bunch of them. Like, was it Code
X,
Code 1?
Code something. Yeah.
I think it was Code 1.
Code Red.
And the Hylanthean. Did you guys, any of you read the Hylanthean by any chance? I read the first issue of that, and it's pretty heavy. Okay, let me take the branding off. I think I'm the only one on screen drawing, but hopefully get people to show stuff.
I'll show my face later.
All right. Anybody in the comments have anything they'd like to see or talk about as far as local Kine heroes? We may have some local Kine creators pop up. If Darren comes in tonight, he did the Gunman. All right. Oh, I am so unorganized. Yeah, I'm a little under the weather. A headache.
Oh no.
I don't think it's the Rona, but no anymore. Pencil kit. I'm working with this. Okay. So this is Contraptor, if anybody's never heard of the character.
You said it was Free's character, right?
Yeah, this is Free Isabello's comic.
Oh.
So we'll pull one out here. Free Isabello and Jamie Lasner. I don't know Jamie Lasner. Anybody? Or Jeremy Lasner, sorry. Don't know Jeremy Lasner either. Contributing artists: James Stone, Victor Moya, Jay Savage or Savage, I'm not sure. Richard King, Rebecca Joe Mataya. Richard King was a colorist because I reached out to him on ArtStation. He did some of the coloring. Rebecca Joe Mataya, Quincy Victoria, and Jax Madrox. I know Jax. Jack's a good guy. I don't know any of these other people though. LFDF Comics. Is that Live Free, Die Free?
Live free, die free.
We finished up the Memorial comic. I don't have any with me though. Can't show you that. He gave 25 to DK1 for his family. Oh. So you guys were here, right? Let's see. Who's commenting? Sorry. Darren's here. Says Gunman Creator here. Watching the next year, I plan to resume inking on the Gunman 2. All right. What's the link? Hold on a second. Should be in the comments. The first the comment. Hold on. Let me start up the stream on Facebook, and then I should see the comments better. All right, posting the link in the chat if you want to jump in. Here you go. And Comic Fans here says, hey, a little comic fanfare. Darren says he met, Christopher. Sorry, that's Christopher. Christopher says he met Jeremy out at Amazing Comic Con in Las Vegas. And Christopher is a creator. Christopher, what's your character again? It's I want to say it's Red something, but it's kind of the spin on Alice in Wonderland. Hey, Sandy. Okay, let me go back to the full. I'm not taking up the whole screen. You guys slap me around if I'm not paying attention. I'm a little out of it tonight. All right, let's do this Contraptor thing. Contraptor. It's like.
Yes, contraptions.
Yeah, we got this. Kind of like a gas mask thing going on here. Dwarf Star Chronicles. That was Christopher Loman's book. Are you still working on that, Christopher? I mean, I think I had like the Ashcan version of it, but did you do any more with that? And then what I was going to say is, because Scott, you and Ron, you guys grew up here, been around for a bit. Sam was probably one of the first comic books in Hawaii, wasn't he, with Pineappleman?
Yes.
Did you
That's
guys?
the only one I knew.
Did you guys see that when he was doing it, like in high school, or right out of high school?
No. I didn't read comics when I was in high school because it wasn't cool.
Well,
I just remember
Ron, you've never been cool, so I don't know what the holdup there was.
I was trying to be cool by not reading comics or drawing or anything like that. So.
This is Christopher Loman says he's also working on the Sister Shark villain Taco Ninja. He's on the second issue of Dwarf Star. This needs to be colored. Cool.
Oh, so
I did put the link in the comments, but I'll paste it again here. If anybody wants to jump in, they can join us. Scott's pretty fast. So, Scott, let me know when you have something to show, and I can bring you up.
Okay.
And then, Ron, are you going to be doing screen stuff? Or?
Yeah, I'm going to have to. Yeah. My screen sharing doesn't work. Thanks to Fox IT for fixing their computer. And I can't share screens. So I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way.
You think they caught you?
I think I bugged them too many times while they were doing their online tournaments. So.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Just kidding, guys. We love you.
He says he can't stick around for long, but did he want to say hi? Well, it's good to hear from you, Christopher. And, looking forward to seeing what you do with Dwarf Star and Taco Ninja. Am I saying that right? I know it's Tako. It's not like a Mexican taco.
It's squid.
Yeah. I know what it
Octopus,
is.
Octopus. Sorry, octopus.
But I don't want people to think it's like a crunchy shell taco ninja. Just make sure I'm saying it right. Okay, I do have it right. All right. Yeah, all these local creators, making me wish I'd get off my ass and do something. Get home from work and I just don't have the motivation.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was gonna say, so Pineappleman was probably the first one, right?
That I can remember.
You guys can remember? What about some of the stuff that
That's the only one I remember.
well, what about like Garrett Kato or no, Dennis Fujimoto and Garrett Kato, right?
I don't know if they did superhero-ish type of,
But weren't they doing like comics? But they were doing like stuff that kind of went under the radar on the mainland, right?
From
Where's John when you need him? John, where's our comic historian for the local stuff? You know what I'm talking about, right?
yeah,
I know they've got lots of credits, but it's like kind of alternative comics, That's Gary Kato. See, Gary Kato did Mrs. Tree. He worked on ElfQuest. Wow. Mr. Jigsaw. Any of these ring a bell? Retief. Retief. Retief.
Wow. Yeah.
Bert has shown up. Hi, Bert.
Yay. Bert.
Shards. Oni double feature. Boston Bombers. Destroyer Duck. I think I've heard of Destroyer Duck. So Gary Cotta did some work on that. Someone's gonna have to kill their audio.
No, that was me.
Okay.
I was on my phone and I couldn't log in.
Okay. Usagi Yojimbo did one appearance there. Charlton Bullseye. So that's. Gary Cotta's been around a long time, but it's just like he doesn't. I don't think he ever did any of the big mainstream stuff. He just. ElfQuest is probably the biggest title he worked on, but that was still the Pennies were the main artists. Wendy and Richard Penny, right? And then the other one was Dennis Fujitaki. Let me see. I can't remember what he worked on either. But these are old timers that have been doing comics for a long ass time. And it's very nice. Fujitaki. You got it right. So he also did Retief, whatever the heck that was. Dalgota. Oh wow, I remember Dalgota. Jink, Flesh and Bones, Splat, some ElfQuest. He did some Who's Who, the definitive director of the DC Universe update. Wonder what he did in that. Nightmare, 1973 Winter Special. Area Comprime. I don't know. I'm probably saying that wrong. Return to the Centaur, or What Kind of Foal Am I? Oh, okay. This guy's been doing stuff for a long time. Let's see. Look at two different chats here to see who's who. Christopher Loman says Pineappleman was all over. There were a couple things other than look like Evil Twins and Winter something.
I remember Evil Twins.
Winter something. Does Winter something ring a bell?
Not quite.
All around the same time as Pineappleman, he's saying. 93-ish. I'm not even sure what Contraptor's powers are. He can trap things.
He throws down contrapts.
He's got this fancy suit. He's got some kind of glowing thing around his fists. Dinner's not sitting well. Stomach's a little upset. Oh well. You just make it. So did you guys actually get the Pineappleman comics when they came out locally
Yep.
originally?
When it first came out. Well, back then I was buying a lot of the local independent kind of stuff. So
That's good.
that guy Jay Ramsey-Poe, I got his comic that he's ashamed of now.
What was the one that Kevin Sano worked on here? Because they had a local comic back in the Jellies days, right? When they weren't there doing something.
I think you gotta ask John about that. Because I kind of remember him telling me something.
Chris says his favorite local comic is DJ's Exilion. That's the one we had trouble thinking of the name of. That is cool though. It's like that kind of sword and sorcery kind of Knights of the Round Table ish comic. I have a couple issues of that somewhere in my room. I don't know. I drew. DJ had some blank comic covers, sketch covers, and I drew on one of those for him. Okay, I'm going to look up the Kevin Sano comic. I can't remember what the name of it was. Back when we were doing the Meet the Artist thing, Kevin Sano was talking about that.
Oh,
I just can't remember the name. There's a Kevin Sano on DeviantArt that does like sexy pony art. I wonder if Kevin Sano is going to live in a second life we don't know about.
well. I thought you were talking about Rich for a second.
No. If you look up like Kevin Sano, you can find on DeviantArt there's a Kevin Sano that does like busty ponies. I wonder if that's our Kevin just got another side gig that nobody knows about.
Yeah, but wouldn't you use an alias?
Probably. That's like I'm going through Cash Donovan stuff, and I mean, I knew he was working on it, but I'd never looked at it. But he worked on his biggest client was like an adult comic enthusiast, adult oriented comics, and I forget the name Cash drew under, but he did like sexually explicit comics under a pseudonym. Probably best not to out the pseudonym though. I don't need you guys looking up. But that was like, he found it was tough to find work, and the one guy that was willing to hire him regularly was this guy that wanted the adult comic stuff.
The Kukui Project.
Kukui Project, yeah, Todd Bernardi.
Yeah. Todd Bernardi.
Yeah. Shirtless bear fighter himself, right? And I haven't seen Swan's book, the other guy over in Maui, Swan. But he recently started a book, right?
Did he?
I thought he did. I'll probably get blasted after this. Like, how could you forget all these? I'm sorry, man. I'm tired. Not feeling great. I got a headache. And even in the best of times, I'm just not that smart,
Other than Pineappleman and Exilian, Todd Bernardi stuff.
Yeah, Todd Bernardi's got a couple though, but he's got obviously he's got the Kukui Project, but there's Mohawk Thunder, Disco Groove something, Disco Groove Bone?
Thunder Groove Bone.
Disco Thunder Groove Bone. There we go. I had that part of it.
How about Jeff's guys?
Who?
Jeff. Oh boy.
Jeff Pagai?
No.
Lancome?
Henchman.
The henchman, right?
Yeah,
the henchman. Those are fun. I read through a lot of his webcomic. And then of course there's the whole monocomics and the Amakua Guardians, the Soul Hot, Sister Shark. There's a couple others in there.
Gordon Ryder.
Yeah, Gordon Ryder. Can't forget Gordon Ryder, can we?
There you go.
We can try.
Oh, one guy up.
Oh, hold on a second. Look at that, Gordon Ryder.
Well, it's fast.
Yeah, Scott's fast. Nice. All right. Anybody else has anything to show, just let me know so I can bring you up. I'll look at the screen. I'm trying to make out what the last thing is. I mean, it looks like a painter's mask with hoses coming out of it. Let's see, he's got the mask on. He's got this hood that goes up over his head. And imagine where that is. Kind of like a scuba suit. And then on top of the scuba side, you got this bowler hat. Ooh. Gordon Ryder, that's the probably the second longest running one locally, right?
I can think of
They just celebrated what, 10 years or
15, right?
15.
15? Yeah, they did that anniversary book.
Where's John when you need him?
Do we need him?
Play nice, Ron. How's the weather over there in California, Ron?
Oh, it's cold and I think we're gonna have some rain tomorrow. Yeah. Hey, what do you guys think of Pizza Hut? Just off topic. What do you guys think?
Who?
Pizza Hut.
It's like maybe they're not bad, but they're not.
Really? We were having a discussion in our Zoom meeting. What's the best pizza in the Burbank Glendale area? And everybody was rattling off, different. I don't know if they're mom and pops, but not the mainstream pizza. And I come up with Pizza Hut, and then just like dead silence in the meeting.
Yeah.
Well, knowing you, that was probably the goal. Trying to shut it down.
I kind of like Pizza Hut, but yeah, everybody was just like, all right, nobody asked Ron for his opinion anymore. What's wrong with Pizza Hut?
I don't know. I mean, you're asking the wrong guy. My palate's pretty basic. So I mean, I like the Costco pizza.
Oh yeah, that too. I should have said that.
How come Brett is not showing up in the? Maybe it's just a reply. Brett was replying to Christopher Loman. Silent Winter was the other one that we couldn't remember the name of. Silent something. And he says, "How's it?" Got it. Brett, come and draw with us. Brett has a comic he's worked on. What is it? Is it Hexen? No.
X-Men.
No, not X-Men. Brett, what's the name of the comic? It's Hex something, right? The Hexene. Because I remember drawing a demon from that.
Sounds like a horror movie.
And Valak, which is on Kickstarter. But is Valak Valak's not local creation though. Hexing was, right? Or am I mistaken? I thought Valak was a mainland that you're working on, a mainland publication.
That's beyond me.
And Brett says Costco pizza is pretty junk. Well, sorry, Brett, I just don't have your refined palate. I'm a pretty basic bitch, is what they say, right?
Big Kahuna's is pretty good.
You know what's also good?
Big Kahunas. Yeah, I've had them before. Kind of pricey, but
Yeah.
Little Caesars.
It's
I like Big Kahuna's. Their garlic bread's really fluffy.
garlic tacho, whatever they call it.
Yeah. You want to talk about anything? We're talking about anything. Okay, Brett is stuck on pizza. He says, he says Valak has Hawaii ties. Okay, but then he says Jay Dolan's is my favorite. Do we have a Jay Dolan's here? I don't know of one.
Jay Dolan's. I wonder if they have it here.
Yeah, I don't know if Christopher's still here, but Brett's answering your question. It was Silent Winter was the comic around the 90s. But Christopher said, yeah, that was it. Bert, are you still here? Bert's awful quiet. Bert. Did we lose Bert?
Maybe just the audio.
Brett is saying Little Malka across from Hawaii Theater. There's a Jay Dolan's there. We'll have to go check that out. I don't think I've ever been there. You would have been to Jay Dolan's.
Says the best pizza ever, and they do it with 4 toppings.
Bad part is I can't really eat much pizza anymore. I can have like one slice, and that's all the carbs I can take. That's a small slice.
How much weight have you lost now?
Oh, I put it back on.
Oh.
I'm still around 200 pounds.
Well, that's no good.
Well, I mean, during the lockdown, I was out working on the yard a lot more, so I actually worked off a lot of it. But then now I'm back in the office and I've gotten soft again. I hover around 200 pounds or so.
Well, that's kind of my goal, to hover around 200 pounds. So,
You lost weight though.
no, I gained it all back.
Yeah.
Being stuck at home all the time. So.
Funny. I did the opposite when I was home all the time because that's when I went out and worked on the yard.
Well,
Now I get home. Now I get home and I don't feel like working on the yard. That's what I did tonight.
Well, because we're working at home, so it's all day working. So, you know.
I forget where these tubes from the space go. Where do they go? They go behind his back. What did they connect to? There's got to be something back there, right? Did he ever draw them from a back view? No. Here's one where they're broken. You can see fibers, so it's not like they're breathing. It's more like they're electrical. Interesting. All right, Chris has got to head out. Take care, Chris. Thanks for stopping by. And
See you later, guys.
Thanks for stopping by.
well, I'm not sure where these hoses go to. Fake it, I guess. The shoulder pauldron. Up and over. Okay. Brett says dinner's ready. He's out too. All right, Brett. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for stopping by, San Diego.
Let's see, there's something on the inside of his gloves. Bert, is Bert still here? He's muted. I wonder if he knows he's muted.
Is he muted?
I can't unmute him, so he's muted himself.
Bert.
That's kind of a boss move.
Bert, you're muted.
You're not going to mute me. I'm going to mute myself.
Sorry for the burping. The salad's not sitting well. If I run away from the monitor real quick, it's because it's not going down well.
Oh, lovely.
I understand. That happened to me when I ate corned beef and cabbage once.
Anybody see Ghostbusters yet?
Afterlife?
Yeah.
Yeah, a while ago. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I just I enjoyed it.
Like the Return of Zool?
Yes. How about the Matrix? Anybody seen the Matrix yet?
Baron is saying Afterlife was better than the 2016 film.
Yeah, well,
The 2016 film wasn't terrible. It was marketed badly, though.
yeah.
Because they marketed it like it was a sequel to the other ones, which it wasn't. It was a reboot.
The first trailer they released says
30
4
years.
scientists, and then they went back and they changed it.
But it said like 30 years ago.
Yeah, 30 years ago, 4
In the
scientists.
marketing, and that's they shouldn't have done that because that's
Right. That immediately puts people in the mindset of sequel, and
yeah. I really think they shot themselves in the foot by marketing it that way.
yeah.
But yeah, I would agree though. The newer Ghostbusters movie is better than the 2016 version. I just don't want to give hate to that one unfairly though. You know, I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. A lot of people are predisposed to hate it because of Lady Ghostbusters.
Ah. That's not
Chris Hemsworth as a himbo was fun.
Has a what?
A himbo,
Oh,
like the male version of a bimbo.
yeah.
A himbo. I'm gonna brush pen tonight. Kind of force myself to get better with these things. Ooh, why is that salad not sitting there?
Oh,
Usually all these salads are washed already, right? Pre-washed.
My wife made it. My wife made it, so she's more picky about that stuff than I am. So
Oh man, just a lot of roughage then.
John's saying, "Hey, what's the link?" It's in the chat, John. Hold on, I'll put it back in the chat, or I'll just message it to John directly, I guess.
Or you don't need to.
Oh, well, somebody else got to be on screen. Can't just be me. Need to get Lika's I think hovering around. Lika, come. Get Lika to jump in here and talk.
Hello.
hey,
Hello.
Woo!
Hello. Who's drawing? Who's drawing? What we got here?
Just
Scott.
nobody here about us peanuts.
I know. What's going on? It's all good.
Okay, so we can ask you now. What was the comic that Kevin Sano worked on back in his Jelly days?
I don't know. He did several. Oh, the We Three Kings. Is that the one?
That's not the one I was thinking of, but I think that is one of them.
Because he did it was supposed to be Elvis.
There was
Michael
one that was
Jackson.
like an anthology book that he did stories in.
Yeah, it was Pagers. I was in that one too.
Pagers, that's it. That's what I
Pagers
was,
anthology. So yeah, so the one that he was working on was We Three Kings. That was one of his pieces. I forgot the other one was by Gary Morita. I don't remember the name of it, but the character looked very similar to Psylocke.
See, I'm not crazy.
We're all crazy.
I'm not crazy. My mother had me tested.
Exactly. Haven't been clinically proven yet. All right, what do we do? I guess we have to.
Who else worked on Pagers?
Let's
There's
see.
a lot of local guys who worked on that, right?
Jake
That was
Cristofogo.
a local production, right?
It was back then. It came out the same time as Pineappleman. Actually, we were kind of opposing comic actually.
Ooh.
Eric Osaki was the publisher who did it, and we actually like had our stuff go to Diamond, and like nobody could keep up with it. Cheryl Tanaka was in there.
What's that name sound familiar?
Gino Ayu.
Have I met
trying to
Cheryl
think.
Tanaka?
She does a thing for Doc now. She does the Highlanthian.
That's why. That's right.
Yeah. Actually, her last name is really she has a different last name. I think she changed it just to kind
That's
of
okay.
hide her identity.
We need to out her. She might be hiding a witness
That's
protection.
what I mean.
You never know.
Yeah, I don't want to. Some people hide their identities for a reason, I guess. So, all good.
Well, being a woman in the social media space just is not good sometimes.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's what a lot of women have to take on pseudonyms just for their own sanity.
I know a lot of cosplayers have to have a kind of like a pseudonym. Some guys get a little creepy.
Yeah, well, let's knock it off, John.
Yeah, hey,
So Night Darling is not her real name?
Yeah. No, that really is.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah, she was doing good. She did the cosplay contest on Maui. So there wasn't enough tables, so she didn't have a table this time around. So she was just kind of helping out.
That's good.
Yeah.
It looked like it was pretty successful.
All in all, Maui was actually really good. I think everybody did well on their tables. Reed was killing it. I think he was only the only guy who had anime presence. So his stickers were like flying like crazy. But everyone did well. I mean, Andrew, he sold a whole bunch of his Cthulhu comics, and Swan sold a lot of original sketches, and
we were asking about that earlier. What is Swan's got a comic he's working on now, isn't he?
He does. And then the concept he's working on is actually pretty cool. It's almost like these things should be like stickers. It's like he's doing like these variations of like food. It's like, what happens to your leftover food kind of thing. And they kind of like mutate into these weird creatures. And they're not bad. Half of the designs are pretty interesting. And so I think he wants to make a whole story about it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely a different concept, and I can see it as like a kid's book, or like just the characters alone could be like stickers. It kind of reminds me of like those almost like the not quite the Garbage Pail Kids, but something like that.
So Gordon Ryder is 15 now. Is that right, John?
Gordon Ryder he's actually 16 actually. Last year made it 15, but I only got around to doing the book this year.
And how many actual issues is that?
How many actual issues is we have?
16 years.
We have 14 issues. 5 issues of the Auto Ninjas and 6 issues of the crossover. That's the one that you helped write.
Okay.
So yeah. And actually, there was no issues this year. It should have been, but I don't know.
I actually did. I actually did the rough layouts for one page of on. Remember that?
That's right. That's when I was
scenes.
stuck. I was stuck. So Michael just grabbed the page and he just did a rough layout. Well, the whole point of the whole crossover too was I was stuck for an idea and you just banged out a 12-page layout. And we went from there. And he said, "You're like there," and I was like, "Okay." He's like, "You don't have to use it." I said, "I'm going to use it, man." That's how you credited for it. But that did spark up something original because your story was almost like Gordon Ryder's point of view and not the Outer Ninjas. So like I went in and every other issue was the Outer Ninjas point of view.
Right.
So it's almost like a mirror version. And then so like some of the issues you actually see them crossing over. Like you'll see like whatever Gordon was doing in the background or whatever the Outer Ninjas were doing in the background. So
I know,
again,
I
it
know
was
you
like
did.
more
I know you
work.
did some secret cameos in there, like Chris Carvalho.
Oh yeah, I threw Officer Chris Carvalho because I needed a policeman. so he was pretty happy to that. But then he did the same thing. He threw Gordon Ryder in one of his comics. So it's really funny. You see this whole crowd of like these people cheering, and here's one guy dressed as Gordon Ryder, and you're like, are people gonna get it? Oh well. Well, that's
It's
cool.
not for the people. That was just for you, John.
It's not. It is. And I'm totally fine with that. Yeah. There's a gallery in Tennessee that contacted us, and the curator actually wanted some of the illustrations of Gordon Ryder to be put into this show, which is odd because he asked for Pineappleman and stuff from Chris Carvalho. I think he asked some stuff from Dwayne too, Dwayne Acoba. And
Okay.
I forget.
Oh, that's right. Dwayne's working on that. Was it a monster comic?
It's called M or something like that. It's like a superhero, like an urban superhero, and he just goes by M. But yeah,
As in like 007?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. Not that M. So any rumors who the next 007 is going to be, or is that floating around? I've heard potential could be a female, potential could be a different race.
They said that. What's her name? Broccoli said not. Got to be a guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
It'd be a guy. I think
would
they
imagine.
might go, like Idris Elba. But here's the thing: like he's almost the same age as the guy that's doing it now. It's like if you're going to try and get a couple movies out of him, you want somebody a little younger. I mean, I love Idris, but
I thought he didn't want to. I thought he didn't want to do it.
yeah, I think something like that too. Because he didn't want to be one of those. That's why yeah. Or what was it? He didn't want something. He didn't want to do something, and that was one of the reasons why he didn't want to do it.
Yeah. Well, just like Pierce Brosnan, didn't he had kind of like get into it kind of late, but because like he couldn't get out of his contract for Remington Steele or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was not a bad Bond.
He was the last one to do anything with Albert Cobby Broccoli, the first guy, the first producer guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Before his, I don't understand if it's his daughter or wife or the Barbara Broccoli.
Huh.
Before she took over.
I am not sure. But yeah, so I know. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, the Gordon Ryder. I usually make a new issue like for every con or event, but I don't even know if events are even gonna happen now. I mean, looking at the numbers, it's like kind of frightening. But I saw your post earlier, Mike, that's saying like, yeah, it's not. It seems to be like more contagious, but not more threatening. Like no one's getting
the severity is not as high, but the infection rates are high again.
Oh.
But it's not killing as many people.
Still, I blame the Republic.
You think it's because most people are vaccinated there?
Well, no, I mean that's one of the things I pointed out is like people. It's because like conservatives were like cheering. And it's like, look, vaccines are useless because everybody that's getting it right now is vaccinated. But that's because it's hitting the population centers that are highly vaccinated. So there's always been breakthroughs.
Yeah.
you know. But once it hits those population centers, because those are transport hubs. People coming from other countries into New York, into California, But once it gets out of those and goes into the rural U.S., I think the severity rate's going to increase, and the contagion rate will probably go up with it because it has a softer target. So, I mean, I'd love to be wrong.
Yeah.
But,
I seen one of my friends online said he got it was traced to like when he went to see Spider-Man, he got COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's that. I'm looking at because I watch a lot of the nerd space stuff, and a bunch of like 3 of the people that I follow have gotten COVID, and I think 2 of them were on the No Way Home red carpet, covering it. And that's when I was thinking that when I was watching that event, the red carpet event, the movie premiere, and thinking, why aren't these people masked up?
Yeah, but you've seen our numbers here. It's like in the 900s. It's crazy.
But they're mild, right? No?
I guess. I mean, COVID is COVID. I mean, I don't know. I mean, some of it is tracked to that, I guess that club, that Republic, because we're having like groups of like thousands coming in.
They had like a hit of 30 people related to that club alone.
Yeah. But we also had the Honolulu Marathon, So I don't know.
I haven't heard anything out of that, but I know the Republic had 30.
I'm not sure.
Then I messaged one of my kids. It's like, hey, you haven't been to this club lately, have you?
You better be telling me the truth.
They said they hadn't, so I'm hoping we're good.
Well, any club, right? Really close quarters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, this one specifically had been
they
found
tracked it
as
too.
Yes, popular club, huh?
Yeah.
That'll be my next one. Gordon Ryder versus COVID.
Watch him get automatically taken down.
Yeah, pretty much. What? It's timely. That's funny. It's censored.
All right.
You get something to show, Ron?
Yeah, I think I finished one of them.
All right. Let's see what Ron's got.
Let's see. Right. Where did I put it? Oh, there we go.
All right. Turn your camera on. Or
See it right there?
Oh, very cool. Thank you. Very nice.
Hey, Gordon's looking a little flacco, though. Look at that. That's a thin Gordon Ryder.
Actually, that's what Gordon looks like now. He's actually thin now.
Is he?
The real Gordon.
Is he?
Yeah, the real Gordon. Yeah, he's in Japan right now, and he lost a lot of weight.
Wow. Wish I could lose a lot of weight.
You look fine.
Oh, thanks.
All right.
I lost weight, but it's like you can't really tell. Like the clothes still fits. I'm like, where did all that weight go? Where did I lose the weight? Yeah, I saw the last jam looked pretty crowded. That was good. Said you had a full house.
We're still limited to tables.
But still,
they only gave us 9 chairs last time. I don't know. But,
oh, really? Well, that's awkward.
when I say full house, I mean we hit capacity.
Yeah, but still, that's good. It's good. I saw some new faces. It wasn't just the same ones over and over. There you go.
You got to get the same face.
There you go.
Yay.
All right.
Steve.
What should I draw now?
Oh,
Hey, Scott.
that's what I forgot.
Steve, you forgot Steve.
Steve.
Nobody knows Steve. Although I was bummed out because after I did this, then Claudia with a chance of meatball. The name of the monkey was Steve, and I'm like, well, that bites.
But you can prove that yours was Steve first, so it's not like it's
Yeah, I guess so. But You know how it is.
You have monkey envy.
Monkey. Everything's better with a monkey. Yeah, I got a lot of people asking me when the next issue is going to come out and what happened with Auto Ninjas and all that. And I just haven't gotten around to it. I was hoping like during the pandemic I would catch up, but nah, it's just been one thing after another.
That's not what people want to hear, John.
I know. I'm telling the truth, man. Not as... How's the calendar going, Scott? Still waiting for some people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is somebody online?
Hey,
Hey, I heard Bert. Bert's back? Where's Bert been?
eating dinner and there was background noise, so I had to mute myself.
Oh, okay. Background noise. And we only started watching What If now. So we're on issue on episode 3.
Did you never read the comic though, right?
On and off. I mean, I read like particular ones, like, you know, but I haven't like followed like it, you know, a lot of it. So all of these storylines, I mean, aside from the Marvel Zombies, you know, it's like I never really followed. And that was funny too, because Marvel Zombies is like, it seemed like it always kept coming back. It's like, oh, another issue of Marvel Zombies. Oh, okay.
You got going pretty bad tonight.
And then I guess Hawkeye just ended, so gotta catch up on that too.
Hawk guy.
Hawkeye.
Okay, let's say La Man.
Yeah.
Boop, boop.
No, wasn't that the guy from MASH? Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Alan Alda.
Suicide is painless.
Hawkeye from Last of the Mohicans.
Oh, there you go. So apparently there's many Hawkeyes that we can choose from. So take your pick. Actually, yeah, I think the last couple of issues I haven't even been drawing them on paper. I think I've just been going kind of like straight to computer. So it feels kind of nice to do pen on paper again.
I was talking about Gary Kato and Dennis Fujitaki. They worked on comics, but just nothing local, right?
Well, there was a local anthology like way back when, like when Pigeon and Max first came out. It was called Papayas, and that was pretty much as local as you could get it.
Papayas.
Yeah, it's hard to find, but I think it came out in the '80s. So even Alan Lowe had this this like Samurai Roach thing, which is based after Toshiro Mifune. And Dave Thorne did one like instead of Let's Go Fishing, it was Let's Go Shooting. It was about a bunch of hunters. It's pretty funny. But yeah, but Dennis is kind of known more for like Dalgota and then Retief and both of them worked for like ElfQuest. It is work for ElfQuest. So
yeah, I was trying to look them up, but it looked like all their stuff was like mainland, you know.
yeah. Yeah, one. I don't know. I was thinking like one time I wanted to kind of like, just if I didn't have a table, I wanted to kind of have a table with them, and just kind of showcase their stuff before. Because I think a lot of people have forgotten like who these guys are.
Yeah,
and they have. I'm sure they have tons of like original art. They are real quiet. Yeah, they need to. Well, unless you get them started talk about some stories, but
some stories.
I mean, Dennis is one of those like he's got a story for everything. He's kind of like Andrew,
If you guys have never seen Gary draw live, this is one of the things because he came to the first couple jams right when we first started up.
Oh yeah, he was just banging them out.
But he's got such a huge mental library from drawing stuff, for so long. Like hey, you draw a dinosaur and then you draw a car and then but all out of his head.
He's good. He's really good. He's still doing it. I guess with Ron Fortier, they're doing Mr. Jigsaw, and that's still going. I think it's like self-published though, but still, he's doing it. It looks good.
And what was it? Sam had a new book out recently.
I forgot what it was called.
But I'm having a senior moment.
Kaze.
No, Kanaka.
Kanaka.
Kamaka or something like that.
No, Kanaka, right? Just Kanaka.
Was it?
Wasn't it? It's like all black suit with white accents so he's got like the war paddle and.
He also did Kaze.
Did he?
Yeah.
I think that's more along the Dragonfly kind of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dragonfly. Yeah. Yeah, he's been busy with the art gallery, I guess, with Mark's Garage. Seems like he's doing a lot of stuff there.
Do they still have that school?
Yeah, I believe so. Let's use a million.
Darren says he noticed the latest trend in most recent superhero movies and TV shows are multiverses. For example, new movies and TV shows featuring different versions of the same superhero. Okay, well, I don't know that that's necessarily a new trend, but I think it's when you're dealing with properties that have been around for 80 years. And there's so many different versions of them around. I think a multiverse just makes sense, And
so you can connect them all together.
You can connect them, or you can tell stories from any of those periods that you want, and still have them be related somehow. I don't know if that's the reason behind it, but to me, it makes sense to if you can get away with it, do it.
Anyway, Calabash was basically kind of like that. My comic strip for the Star Advertiser, where it's like I could just grab all the characters.
Next year's one. Oh,
What's that?
Next year, gonna have Michael Keaton back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Flash movie. Oh man.
Which movie?
The new Flash movie.
Okay. What was he in?
It's supposed to be a Flashpoint movie.
I saw on was it the preview of was it
Morbius.
Morbius? Where it's like,
He's reprising his Vulture role. That's
oh, is that what
Adrian
it is?
Toomes.
Okay. Yeah, I was curious about that. I was like, is he the Vulture? Is he?
He's Batman.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're thinking, is he the Vulture or is he Batman? I don't know, John. What do you?
He's gonna be Birdman.
That too.
Gonna mess us all up. It's gonna. He's really Beetlejuice, you know.
Oh, speaking of multiverse movies, did you guys watch that A24 trailer for Everything Everywhere All at Once?
No, I heard it. It sounds like it's gonna be good.
Don't what?
When we get done here, you guys look up for that trailer. It's with Michelle Yeoh. Everything Everywhere All at Once. And it just looks like it's gonna be a trippy. It's a multiverse movie. You remember Jet Li's The One?
Yeah.
The One.
Where he's. But there's like a Jet Li movie where it's a multi-dimensional thing, but like
Be serious, John.
Jet Li is coming from dimensions and killing his other versions because when he kills him, he like gets stronger.
I think it was called like the Power. They changed the name in certain markets. That's why. I think it was
so it's not The One.
Yeah.
I thought that's what I remember it as, but
The One.
you know what movie I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So it feels like it's kind of in that universe. I'm not saying it is, but it has to kind of feel. But instead of like, trying to kill off all her other versions, she's got to like tap into their knowledge and powers to save multiverse
by killing them all.
But in the universe that the main character is from, she's like just a regular. She like runs a laundromat.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized.
Shake Sonora, shake your body, right?
I haven't used this in like ages.
Shake your time.
Is it because we mentioned Beetlejuice? Is that what it was?
My dog got something.
Is somebody shaking something?
Yeah.
Jumping the line. Hey, James Hong is in it.
Yeah.
Jumping the line. Shake your body on time.
I'm glad he got his Hollywood star.
Who did?
James Hong.
Oh, that's a guy that like is underappreciated. I think.
He's been like on everything.
He's funny.
I mean, even the Big Bang Theory, right? Wasn't he on there?
He was Agent May's dad on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
There you go. Lopan.
Lopan. Yeah.
Was it the Golden Child?
He was like the Asian actor. If they needed an Asian, they call him up, right?
Yeah, I know. He's like the new Pat Morita, Pat Morita used to be like the token Asian on all the shows.
Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold.
Sunday, Monday, happy days.
Blah.
His name is Arnold because of the big A by when it was Al's Diner.
Yeah.
And he says, "You know how much the new sign cost?"
Oh, that's funny. I wasn't realize that was the significance. It's funny. What color that we never used? Oh, I screwed up. Okay.
Has everybody watched the new Spider-Man? No spoilers, but has everybody watched? I know Scott did because he watched it when I saw him this weekend.
Wow, you actually saw it, Scott? Color me impressed.
Well, he had to go with somebody that actually likes Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. So Jax dragged you there, kicking and screaming.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any dragging involved. It was really good.
That was Shang-Chi.
Oh, okay, Shang-Chi. I enjoyed that one too. Shang-Chi was good.
No spoilers, John. No spoilers.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it's good.
Just answer one thing. Is Batman in there?
Yes.
Yes.
Is Batman in there?
In the trailer. In the featured trailers.
Oh,
The
oh,
trailer
man.
has been
Oh.
approved.
When they showed that Batman trailer, I was like, wow. Okay, we can leave now.
Yeah, Scott, you should have just left after that.
Yeah.
I don't think the movie's gonna get any better than this, and just leave.
You know,
Yeah, that trailer was pretty good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. My Facebook memory reminded me how when I went to see Avengers, I was wearing my Batman shirt. I was like, oh, I guess I'm wearing the wrong shirt, huh?
I was wearing a Batman shirt that day too.
Awkward.
You were wearing a Batman shirt every day. Isn't that kind of?
Yeah, pretty much. Don't you have like 4 articles of clothing a day of Batman?
Oh shoot, I'm wearing a Batman shirt now. This is my Wednesday shirt.
Oh, they're labeled.
You don't wear like different emblems for the day of the week.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Hey Scott, can you
Like-
dance the Batusi?
Like
Kinda.
Saturday and Sundays are the classic yellow oval black icon, right? And then Monday is the Dark Knight,
No.
super angled wedge thing, right?
And then the fat the Ben Affleck logo.
So yeah, what do you have? You like you have a Keaton, you have an Affleck.
The
What's the new guy's name?
George Clooney,
The Clooney,
Robert
the
Pattinson.
Kilmer,
Val Kilmer.
Pattinson.
Oh, did you put that new graphic up, Scott?
Yeah. I clean my room first. The office for it. I will put it up in there.
Remember when Jeff Martinez made prints of his mural that he did for Warner Brothers?
Yeah, we got one.
Yeah, so Jason was kind enough to get a signed version of from.
Yeah, we got one.
Jeff
It was
Martin.
like really cool. I don't know where we're gonna put it, but yeah.
In the office.
I bought a lot of Frank Cho prints.
Did you?
Yeah,
How much were his commissions?
his commissions are $1,000 for one commission.
Yeah, that's like I said I'd like to get a commission from Frank Joe, but I don't think I can afford it.
Yeah, I mean you could.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
Not if I want to stay married.
Sure, you can. No, well, you don't need to fix the car. Come on, it's a Frank Cho original. Come on.
It'll be worth
Outrage.
something for years.
Outrage.
Liam Sharp was very nice. He was very nice to talk to. Jim Rugg and Ed Pisker were good to talk to. It's just that I was just so tired. I was just doing the whole Chris Farley thing, the whole. It's just so awkward.
Hey, you remember when you
Hey,
drew
remember-
that comic? Yeah, that
remember
was
you-
cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. Huh? I mean, really, that's really what I was doing because I've been up since like 2 a.m. So it's like my brain just did not function.
Remember when you were with? Sorry, you remember when you were part of the Beatles? That was awesome.
I wasn't part of the Beatles. Oh, stupid. Hitting yourself, Oh man. And Ernie Reyes was there, but I kept missing him.
Dodgers.
Consider I'm surprised he was there because like right afterwards he's when he went into surgery, right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
You kept on missing him because he kept on dodging.
I think so. I kept throwing stuff at him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how like Jackie Chan says like he would like walk down the street and people would throw stuff at him and he'd expect him to dodge. Like someone throws a chair at him or something, and it's just like Jesus, what's wrong with you people?
You're Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
You can dodge anything. We've seen it.
No, but so him and his daughter was there, and I guess his daughter is on a some kind of a Netflix or Disney show or something like that.
I'm talking about Ernie Reyes Jr. still.
Yeah. But Ernie Reyes was there because I think he knew Aaron from the Kauai Comic Con, and you know, since he said that Kauai wasn't going to happen, he got in touch with Elika, and I guess you know he put him on as a guest. So it sounds like these conventions are going to kind of work with each other and share guests and things like that, which is kind of cool. It's a good idea. I think it's good.
Well, I mean, it makes sense for Hawaii because, like, if you can leverage that, especially if the conventions are close scheduled together. Like,
Yeah.
Bring a guest in for like 2 weeks maybe and have them go to like 3 different conventions on 3 different islands.
Well, I think that's how they're kind of selling it. Is like since you're coming down to like Maui, you want to check out the Big Island or Oahu or something, you know. And
so I mean, if they can leverage it like that, then I think that's
it's a big selling point for a lot of people. Yeah. All right, I don't know where I'm going with this. So.
I don't know, I'm still drawing. I'm still on my first drawing. How long am I doing this? Jesus, an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, these are my characters, so hopefully I can spit them out,
Okay.
Yeah. See?
Auto Ranger.
Rangers. Yeah.
The Red Ranger.
The Norimaki Ranger.
Orinja.
I haven't drawn these guys in a while. So.
Orinja.
Where I'm at a Contraptor. I don't know. I think should I just leave it black and white or should I add some shading in there? What do you think?
Oh, nice. Put some shading. Just put like some grays, maybe, or color. Just color the hand, and then put some highlights, maybe of the same color, like a green or something.
Yeah, it looks like it's green.
Yeah. I thought the book was going to be bigger. I thought more artists contributed. To be honest.
Well, I mean,
Freeze
book, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of interest, but you can't force people to submit.
Sure.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm glad we finally got it done, though.
Wow, who was that? Bert? Was he doing Aquaman?
What?
I don't know. I just heard that. Dee.
No.
Yeah. I'm Aquaman. Summon.
The movie
one of whales. Huh?
It's the movie one, right?
Did you watch that new Aquaman on HBO? Dana Schneider's. Hey, I'm Ocean Master. As odd as it was, I actually enjoyed it. So
Patrick
quirky.
Wilson should have been Aquaman.
You think?
Well, I mean, he looks a lot more like Aquaman than Momoa.
Oh,
if they had done a more traditional Aquaman, yeah, it would have made much more sense to have Patrick Wilson do it.
They're giving us Namor.
Apparently,
that's not Namor. That's Lobo.
Oh, Myron will agree with you on that.
Apparently, I guess like Momoa just left over here, so I guess they were doing some shooting for Aquaman 2.
Yeah,
it's weird watching that that real Hawaii thing.
Yeah, I follow him on Twitter.
And it's weird to see like those signs saying like lava and all that because they're filming like NCIS or something around. Oh man, this is bad. I don't remember that name of the anthology. Before we did Pagers, there was another anthology that was out there. I remember. What was it called? Shucks. I think it was called Sleepless. No, was it Sleepless? No, that was a TV show. Oh dang, what was it called? Anyway,
did you watch that?
It's called Blueberries.
these are characters that I did for that anthology. Cross lines. Should I put a gun up? I think when I designed these characters, that's when like Space Age just came out. I think in the arcade.
Yay!
I always like Bluth's character. I don't know. I remember when they did that Kickstarter. If they hit a certain point, then they were going to do like a 5-minute original Space Age story. But I guess they never hit that. They never hit that goal, I guess.
Yeah, it's weird when like well-known creators do a Kickstarter. You know, like you can back you. Yeah.
Remember when Archie Comics tried it, and it's like people were just like
people roasted them, right?
Oh yeah, big time. They were like,
really?
Yeah, they're like, why do you need a Kickstarter? You know, it's like you guys are a big company. You know? But yeah,
why did they need a Kickstarter?
I don't know. I think they were just trying something new, but they needed a lot of financial backing. I think so. I think that's why they did it. But I mean, isn't that how Keanu Reeves Berserker, wasn't that from a Kickstarter?
I think that was more just people going for Reeves and not necessarily the comic.
Right.
Yeah, I was pretty disappointed by that comic.
It was fully funded through through the Kickstarter.
It's good, but I'm wondering how much of that was actually because this looks like a good comic and not because
it wasn't a good comic though.
Yeah, I mean you're just getting it for name, really. You know.
That's the thing. It wasn't a good comic.
Yeah. Still going.
Doesn't mean it's good. Or maybe it does mean it's good if it's still going.
That's right.
Just like Gordon Ryder.
I was just going to say that, but thank you.
I know, John. I know. Yeah. Well, you guys draw on this thing called, what do you call this? Paper. There's no undo button.
It's called an eraser.
Has it been a long time, Ron?
Kinda.
I don't know. Doesn't it feel good? Just kind of be a little bit more free. We don't have to keep zooming in and out.
I miss not being able to adjust it without erasing it.
Like those people that get used to working on tablets trying to like zoom in the drawing,
Oh yeah.
Hey.
The worst is when you're trying to use like an eraser and all that, and like, oh no, there's something on my monitor. Can't erase it.
All right, there's Contraptor, I think. I'm going to call him done. Today's the 22nd, right?
Today is the 22nd. Wow, it's almost Christmas.
Oh no!
Humbug.
I didn't put up my tree yet.
Oh wow, no, that's fast. That's good.
Fast, an hour and a half. That's not fast.
I mean, like adding the color, you know.
Yeah, that's to me that's fast.
It's pretty slow for me. It'd be really slow for John.
It depends. Depends what I'm working on. Like if it's somebody else's character, it's like I'm usually a lot slower with.
Yeah, but an hour and a half for you would have to be like 30 characters.
I wouldn't go that far, but you know. And if that was the case, then my that cover that I did would have flown by really fast.
Sandy says that's really cool. Thank you, Sandy.
Yeah.
I'm almost done with my sketchbook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, I guess I'm not done. I thought I was closer than that. 11 pages to go. All right, anybody have a local kind character they want?
I'm almost done with. What the heck is this guy's name? Mohawk Thunder.
Oh, Todd's character.
It's Todd's character.
How come Sandy's just watching? Oh. Bert, give me a character.
Local skills.
One moment.
Do, 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 do.
Did that thing ever have lyrics?
Oh, hey, wait. Oh, Bert's actually putting something up. That's Rusty's character, right? Rusty and
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah.
who's the one that Rusty? Who's the writer with Rusty?
There's
Was it Kipaku Kai or?
yeah, Kapaku Kai.
Kapaku Kai. Wait, I don't know that one.
Mighty
what's that
Mug's Tepe. Instead of Funko Pop, it's Mighty Mug.
Oh, that's funny.
What is that?
You know how there's like Funkos there, and you know there's like those characters that are kind of like, you know, the same mold. So before Funko Pops, it was Mighty Mugs.
Okay, so that's
And,
Pepe as a mighty mug. Am I understanding that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you now.
Okay.
Bert's making his own fun.
Yeah. Bert's all
Sandy
about
says she's
fun.
wrapping presents. That's why she's only watching.
Oh, there you go. Christmas wrapping.
Kapaku Kai, man. I hadn't even thought of that one.
Yeah. Oh, Rusty flew up. Rusty flew up with a whole suitcase of like Frank Cho's comics for him to sign.
Well, that's good. Yeah, he's like Drew. He's a super fan.
Oh yeah.
Like everyone talk comics, get Drew and Rusty together.
Oh yeah, the knowledge these guys have is like insane.
I'm trying to figure what character I want to draw. Anybody have a request?
I think you should draw your character, Michael.
Over caffeinated barbarian.
Well, I was thinking that you started that comic, you know. So
If you can name the character, I'll draw him.
okay. I don't know. It's like there was no dialogue in it, so it's, you know, I just remember like, oh, there's the tree.
I know the character's name, but
yeah, I know. I hope you do. You created it. You know, it's like,
that's my out.
how would we know the name? I'm gonna go with Mrs. Higglesworth.
Oh, you're wrong. So I don't have to.
Oh, damn it! Damn it! That was my second choice. I should have went with the first one. I do eventually want to wrap up everything, though. Wrap up Gordon Rider, wrap up Outer Ninjas.
Did we tell them about the idea we've been bouncing around for about 3 years now?
Yeah, go ahead. Speaking of multiverse.
Well, yeah, the Jordan Rider. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, we have that one, too. See?
the Jordan Rider.
We never got
the cool guy.
Well, that one was supposed to be how Hercules had like the 12 tasks that he had to do. So this other guy comes out and it's like almost like the evil version of Gordon Rider. He's got the goatee and the eye patch and everything, and his name is Jordan Rider, and he's fighting for the name Gordon Rider. So he has to compete with Gordon with these 15 tasks or 12 tasks, to make to see who is the most fit to be Gordon Rider, and so one of those typical things is the feat of strength, the test of speed and all those the typical things, stamina and all that. I think we got about halfway with that on Sean's board, and I totally lost all the notes because my computer wigged out and I lost all the photos. But the final one that Michael was talking about, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I realized I was back in there.
Yeah, you're back in there. Sorry.
Yeah, there wasn't really a multiverse thing. We were looking at doing. There's the nearest I can think is there's a Spawn series of stories where it's like Spawn throughout the different ages. Like there's always been a Spawn, right?
Oh, is that why they're doing the Gunslinger one now?
I think so. So there's always been a Spawn. Or Ghost Rider. There's been variations of Ghost Rider throughout time too, right?
Yeah.
But so we were thinking we're going to call it Into the Riderverse as a pun, but
yeah.
But have like a mysterious force that puts the helmet on Earth, and the helmet is like responsible for like all the major advances in human civilization. Like bring in the cavemen to get fire and stuff like that. So there's like Tharg Rider or whatever, whatever name we end up coming up
whatever
with.
we're calling him, yeah.
Yeah. But it would be like just a graphic novel with like an anthology of stories, like a version of Gordon Rider in medieval China and a Gordon Rider in
Japan,
King Arthur's court time, or medieval Japan, or feudal
Cowboys.
Japan, or it was basically an excuse to just do like a Gordon Rider through time. But but the thing is, like, the powers get worse over time.
Well, okay, so at one point we talked about this. We talked about how like Gordon was supposed to go to time, and so Gordon somehow. Well, this is what. Okay, so Michael has a slightly different take on it, but what we originally talked about was Gordon is gonna kind of go through time, and so it's gonna be specific eras. So it's gonna be like the 90s. It's gonna be different. The 80s, the 70s. The tire is gonna change and all that, and eventually they're gonna make it to, I guess, the first Rider, who's like the Gordon Rider Prime.
Rider Prime, right? Yeah.
Rider Prime, who is like this really kick-ass superhero. But yeah, like Michael said, is like it degrades over time because it's kind of like a Xerox machine, right? It's a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy, and so that until what we get to what we have today. And yeah, so that's kind of like what the storyline was going to be. So I don't know how many issues it was going to be, maybe a 12-parter, maybe, or something like that. But
it's going to be pretty epic. But like an anthology series, you
yeah,
like a book with like 8 different stories in it or something,
I don't know. I'm thinking at this point too of having different people draw it because I don't know if I can keep up with it. I can barely keep up with the comic now. And it'd be kind of cool to see different styles and different eras. I think. That'd be kind of cool. We'll see. So someday. And then we get that Netflix deal.
That'll happen before I finish my comic. Scott'll draw a comic before I do.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
He said you'll draw a comic before I finish one.
I don't know about that.
What about you guys like growing up? You guys never like made your own little comics or anything, just for the hell of it?
Oh, Scott.
Oh yeah.
I remember seeing Scott's sketches of Scott's.
Yeah. See, there you go. What about you, like Ron or Mike? You never did like your own original little comics just for the heck of it?
Yeah, I called mine's the X-Men, and then the X-Men actually was a comic, and that kind of ended everything.
There you go.
Ended my dream. I said, no problem. I'll create another group of heroes. I'll call them the Avengers. Wait a minute.
No, yours was the Adventures.
All right, I'm calling BS on both those. Because you're not that old.
Sure feel like it, though.
You're same age as me, man.
I know.
Man.
Did you feel that way?
Man.
No?
Actually, I do.
Or are you more young at heart?
It's been getting colder lately, and I'm just like, wow, I can feel it in my joints.
I feel it in my fingers.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get up. It's just like, ow. Oh, I forgot a place to sign it. Yeah, surprisingly, I didn't get any commissions while I'm on Maui, which I'm actually kind of glad. Because I really wasn't up to it. But at the same time, I felt like I lugged my pens over for nothing.
That girl didn't want a cat? Picture of a
Which
cat?
The story from last time, John.
She wasn't there. Well, if she was, I didn't recognize her.
Oh, she's a few years older now, right?
Yeah.
But she wasn't the problem, right? The mom was.
Yeah. No, everybody who came in was in really, really good spirits. I mean, everybody was having a lot of fun.
Everybody was like, finally.
Yeah, kind of. No, it was really well done, and the way the flow was, and it being in a hotel. Because before, you know how it was like in the college or like outside the mall and stuff like that. Felt good.
Yeah, how did they have it set up? Because my understanding was it could be like a hotel lobby.
Yeah. So, and it was spread out enough that definitely there was like social distancing, and it was a really good flow. So you had like an island in the middle, and then like everyone on the perimeter. So when you came in, you just kind of like walked through the whole thing. And I guess like they also had a station over there for like vaccination. So we saw a couple people who actually got like, they had the stickers saying that they got vaccinated. So that's cool. Or they got their booster. I will admit though, coming from this con, and I agree with Andrew, it's like, it's one of the few cons that I came back and I didn't have that like con crud, because everyone's wearing their masks. So I didn't feel sick afterwards. So that might be a good thing. Yay.
Something to think about from now on, huh?
That's right. Although it is sometimes hard to talk and understand some people, with the mask on. It's like, what?
You need to put microphones in the mask.
All right. Here's the old character that I drew before. They're talking about like.
Oh, this is from the one before pages you said, right?
The one from before pages. So this is like Orion Centaurus Space Adventure, and I don't know. I never did name this guy, but he was on this. Sure, he was on this spaceship called the
Enterprise.
Shoots. What was it called? Omega Beta Gamma Delta Expialidocious was the name of the ship. But yeah, so there's just these two guys like running around.
Omega Beta Gamma Expialidocious. Did I get that right?
Omega Beta Gamma Delta Expialidocious.
Oh, Delta. We did a Delta in there.
Yeah. No Omicron. Fun. Anyway. Okay. Moving on. How much time we got? 15 minutes?
Yeah. I'm trying to get this Mighty Moke down real quick.
We'll do a.
Mighty Moke's fun to draw because I just like doing the big poofy hair.
The poof.
The fro.
See, when we did Gordon Ryder in the 70s, we were thinking about doing that, like giving a big afro. And the helmet just kind of resting on his head.
And the big arrow collars.
Yep. Yeah. Bell bottoms. You know. There you go. Boom.
Zori.
Yeah.
She counts as a character now?
Yeah, that counts as a character.
Yeah. Good job now. Whoops.
Big Sharpie or something here so I can cover a bunch of black at once. Fat Sharpie.
Yeah, I forgot how to make this guy's hair. There's a lot of projects I want to work on. It's just don't have the time for them.
There's not enough time.
Are we going to have conventions next year, John?
I don't know. That's what I'm kind of wondering. It's like,
because I don't want to do the online one again.
but you're so good at it.
I mean, there wasn't the same value this time because we weren't as locked down. So like,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I don't know what the turnout was or the numbers were, but
I mean the sales were anemic. So it's like, and that's kind of
I got
one of the things.
Yeah, I got sales afterwards or on the last day of the con. Like literally like 5 minutes before the end of the con. It's like, oh, my first sale. Yeah. fine.
Mine's was selling whatever the opposite of hotcakes were.
Cold cakes? Cold. What is the opposite of a cake? Cold pie? Actually, that sounds pretty good. A nice chilled pie.
Oh, sorry, John. I had left you up on screen.
No, that's fine, man. It's like I felt pressure to draw stuff. It's like oh. So I did Zodi real fast. Now everyone knows how to draw Zodi. Oh, you know who I didn't draw? I didn't draw a ninja artist. I had so many characters. I just barely use these things. These guys. It actually should have been like samurai artist, but anytime you say samurai something, everyone thinks, John Belushi.
I was gonna say Jack.
Jack? Oh, samurai Jack.
No, I thought Belushi. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Because usually when you say like samurai tailor or samurai artist or something,
Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
My favorite was still the samurai optometrist. Where he throws the turtle up and whacks it with the sword, and out pops the glasses frames, the tortoise shell glasses.
Man. Saturday Night Live back then. Yeah, I heard like this last Saturday Night Live, I guess like they didn't have a live audience because of the whole COVID thing.
Yeah, they're locked back down.
Yeah, was it Paul Rudd was on? Was the guest host?
It was okay. Well, one of the things I actually liked about that was he still hosted. So something you don't normally get is he like introduced who was in each sketch before they showed it.
Yeah,
which is kind of a nice touch. So you get like, oh, here it is.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. Yeah, cool.
I thought that was kind of a nice touch,
Well, now I guess they have the time, I didn't even draw the guys from Empire. I had all these series. Empire I did this series of like it was a bunch of thieves called Empire for pagers, and Empire was basically like it was just like a ragtag down and dirty dozen group of thieves that everybody had their specialty. One was the gadget guy, one was the strength, one was the master of disguise, and all that. It's kind of like my homage to Lupin. Homage means stolen.
Fun fact.
Fun fact. Yeah.
That sounds like a quote. Who said that?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure somebody did.
Jay.
No.
Abraham Lincoln, right?
I don't know. Somebody did.
What
was that?
Imitation.
Was it?
Imitation is a serious form of flattery.
Yeah.
Imitation is a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yeah, pretty much. Nowadays. Terrible.
What color is Moke's cape?
This is like red and yellow.
Does he have a cape?
No,
Does he need a cape?
I don't know.
It's like a burgundy, like a dark red.
Oh yeah, that like a elite colors.
Yeah. Yeah, so I did this character called Samurai Ninja Artist, and essentially it was like this guy Akira Kato, and he was at his desk, and then like he's working on a deadline, and then all these ninjas come out, and they're trying to like destroy his art page, and he's doing whatever he can to fend off all these ninjas, and he's using like all his art supplies as weapons. So like
I remember reading that, or
yeah, that was in Pagers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was supposed to do a follow-up story where it actually had dialogue, and it was supposed to be like he gets this death threat from this other ninja, and
Is
it's
it?
funny
Is that where the
because
bean? Is that like where the bean ninjas came from?
maybe. So, but yeah, it was supposed to be called the Deadly Art of Origami, in which like this ninja, her weapons are all like paper, and she folds her weapons like shurikens and whatever, 1001 crane attack and things like that. And so she sends like a death threat through the window, and it's on like Hello Kitty paper and stuff like that. So they go through this whole I guess like duel. Again, never got around to it. It's written on paper somewhere, all these notes.
Not worth getting around to it, but worth telling us about it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's always worth telling people about it.
I think so. The more people you tell, you usually don't do it.
Yeah, just a lot of like, oh, this is what I was gonna do.
This is what I was gonna do, but it's like saying but. It's like, hey, I would have helped you out, but I had to do this. So just
That's what I tell people. I'd ask if you want help, but I'm afraid you say yes.
Yeah, exactly. So anything before the but, just throw it out.
Before the butt.
Everybody's got a big butt.
I'd offer to help, but I don't want to.
Yeah, exactly. See, we'll just flat out just say I don't want to. I don't want to help. See, cut the middleman.
But I was high.
I feel better now, though. My stomach was, when we first started, my stomach wasn't doing well.
Yay.
Is it us? Do we give you like enough
Nervous.
positive energy?
Yeah, that's it. The salad I ate for dinner just wasn't sitting well. I guess it's digested enough now that I'm done. All right, so there's a mighty moke. See, I could do that one quickly.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, there's a battleship named after him, right?
Yeah, that's the mighty Mo.
Without the KE.
All right, anybody else have anything to show here?
Yeah.
You ready to take a last round here?
Remember that Mighty Man?
Anything?
Mighty Man.
I got
Yep.
something.
Ron's got something. All right, where's Ron?
Yeah.
Where's Ron up?
Did he do Hiron Man?
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, very cool.
What's his name?
The Kukui Project. That's the
Yeah.
one from Kukui Project, right?
Kukui Project.
Isn't that Yandu? Oh, sorry.
What the heck is his name? Mohawk Thunder. See,
Yeah, Mohawk Thunder.
Because he got a mohawk.
Yeah. Gotta put like a lightning on his surfboard or something.
Is that what he's all about?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Very cool.
All right, that's Ron. Who's next? John, you want to go over everything you did tonight?
Sure,
See
why
what you
not?
got.
All right. So we started off with Gordon Ryder and Steve.
Yeah, woo.
Yeah. Woo.
Nice,
Giving us
strong opening.
Black Power thing, yeah.
We have the Auto Ninjas.
Oh, went down a bit. No, just kidding.
It did. We got Orion Centaurus and the guy from Omega Beta Gamma Delta XB Alidocious. And see, Bert likes it.
Didn't get all of that, but okay.
We got Zodi the cat.
And he's back. Look at that.
Yeah. And then I got one of my characters, Jay from Universe of Diversity, my first comic strip.
Diversity.
And then we got Akira Kato from Ninja Artist. There you go.
This is the John verse.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I remember I said I was going to do it because remember when DC did the Convergence?
Yeah.
Remember that? And then I was going to do one where everybody was like washing and they all got sucked into their dryers and it was called detergent.
Bert, what do you got? Anything?
Moving on.
Oh,
Just got cut off right
oh,
Sorry.
talking
I
about.
only colored Pepe.
Okay, well, let's see it. Let's see Pepe.
One moment.
What was that kind of character called though? Boom, boom. What?
Mighty Mug.
Mighty Mugs.
Mighty Mug. Okay.
Yeah.
A Mighty Mug Pepe. Here's Mighty Mug Pepe.
Mighty Man and Yuck.
All right, Scott. Coming to you. Oh, a little.
Very cool.
I got the from the Journey of Heroes. Right?
Yeah.
Journey of Heroes.
Something else there. Ah, there's a Pineappleman
Nice.
and a gunman. Is Darren still
Hey, you
here?
got a
Look,
gunman.
Darren, there's a gunman. And Casey and Kiara from Roy.
Huh?
What's the one that didn't get finished though?
That was
Oh, that's Napua's character, the genie.
yeah.
Oh, the genie, right? What,
Yeah.
we were trying to
for-
remember the name of the comic, John. Do you remember what it was called?
Mysterious things.
There you go. Thank you.
That's what it's called. Mysterious Things.
I think that sounds right.
Oh, look, we have a Facebook user that says, "Nice, Scott."
That's Darren because you drew gunman.
Oh, there you go. Very cool.
And all right, I guess guess I'm the last one up, huh? So I did Contraptor because Free Isabella was on my mind from
Yes.
recent projects. There's Contraptor, and then Mighty Moke because I just like drawing his hair.
There you go. Should make more characters with that. Draw
Mighty
characters with the hair like that.
Next week
Mighty Moke.
will be the last jam or last drink and draw of this year.
Wow.
So it's going to be kind of you can draw anything from a movie that came out in 2021.
Or earlier. All right.
Or earlier.
No,
2021 movies in review.
Ah,
You can. So next week is 2021 in review.
okay. Yes.
Okay.
Movies, right?
Movies that came out in 2021.
So no Batman.
So
Yes.
There's a lot of.
there was an animated one that came out this year, wasn't there?
Oh, but
Justice
Justice
League.
yeah, it's a whole bunch of.
What about that
direct-to-video.
terrible Justice League movie that came out at the beginning of the year?
Yeah, well, that came out way before.
Yeah, but that was a redo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that wasn't the Snyder cut.
that was a do-over.
Yeah.
not even a good
can do
Sandy
the,
says she'll join us for the 2021 in review.
There you go. You can
Oh,
do
okay.
Suicide Squad.
All right. Who else will be here for that? That if I can get names.
I'll be here.
I'll go.
Sure, I did.
I'm on vacation. Well, I'll be in.
So that's the
Speedo.
29th. Will you still be on vacation on the 29th?
Yeah, next week.
Ron, Scott, Sandy. I got 3.
This week is a slow-
21 in review. And then, I will put out up front 2021 in review could contain spoilers. So
Oh,
if there's a
Oh.
movie that you wanted to watch in 2021 that you haven't watched yet,
Yeah. Get on it.
Get on it.
yeah.
Oh, wait. Hey, John,
Yeah,
I'm
just
sorry. I saw you sticking something up there. It was
Try stuff for
Spider-Man
Free Guy.
and
I got a little Stay Puft dude.
Yay.
I was almost gonna say Mr. Frost.
all right. Anybody have anything you need to promote
Have to open
or
this thing.
No.
Join us
where to
next
find you?
Wednesday for another
29th.
episode.
For those of you local, there is a jam this Sunday. We
Oh,
have
there is?
a bonus jam this Sunday because we
Really?
did. Yeah,
The day after
well,
Christmas?
they're still making up for the one for that we got shorted on in October.
Yeah, the
So-
Oh, it's gonna be crowded, huh?
We have a jam on the 26th.
Yeah. This is
You
after
wanna come to
Christmas.
that?
Everybody returning stuff at the malls.
What the heck are you opening, John?
It's a Stay Puft marshmallow thing, but it's like it's all gooey. It's like
Is it an
Looks like
actual
glue.
marshmallow? Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's like,
I think you just decapitated him.
yeah,
His head stuck to the lid.
pretty disgusting. Yeah,
Is that real? Marshmallow?
it's like, look at that.
That's that.
There's supposed to be a character in there.
Let's
Yeah,
see
there's a
eat it.
character in here.
I think you did.
I think
you did
I left it in my
decapitate him.
car too long, so
You have a
Let's
state
see.
of marshmallow puddle.
yeah, it's pretty
Eat
pretty
it.
disgusting.
Eat it.
There you go.
Eat it on air.
Yeah. Live.
Chubby bunny. Chubby bunny. Put it all in your mouth at once.
Oh my goodness.
You know that game, huh?
Yeah, I know. Stick as many as can in your. Anyway,
Yeah, as I was saying, anybody have anything you need to promote or tell people where to find you?
No.
Nothing to promote, Ron. Ron, what do you,
John J. Murakami.
you're on vacation. What do you go back to on after vacation? Still the Great North.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still the Great North.
All right. And find him at Ron Cat on social media.
On Instagram, Ron Cat.
And Scott, nothing to promote.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
holidays.
and a Batman New Year.
Batman New Year. Happy
All
festival.
right, and that's Bonsai Boy on social media, or some variation of Bonsai Boy.
Yeah.
Bert,
There's no
nothing to
need some
promote.
rapper dude.
I do not have anything.
All right. And what do people want to find some of your stuff online? What do you? I don't know your social media tag, Bert.
I don't have anything online.
Bert is just Bert.
Well,
So,
I have
you're
Facebook, but I don't have any artwork on the Facebook.
Okay.
It's just for contact.
Okay. No worries. John J. Murakami, nothing to
John
promote.
J. Murakami. I have there is a Kickstarter going on for Mark May for the Valak comic book, and I did a cover.
Oh,
on
right,
there,
right, man.
And nobody has
This
nobody
is
nobody
kind
chose
of
that
interesting,
option.
because it's nobody chose. John did like a Where's Waldo thing with the Valak characters.
I did.
But you want to talk about that project a little bit, because there's you're not the only local artist that's in there. I know
No,
Ron did something for it, and
the interior is actually done by Brett Okamura
Brett.
and An Vu, and it's a two-part story, I guess, for
you should be watching John dissect
Hellbringers.
this marshmallow thing.
Yeah, Hellbringers is part of the name of the comic by Mark May, and the Kickstarter is going on for another few weeks. So if you can, take a look at it, and there's a lot of good incentives. And like I said, I have a cover, Brett has a cover, An has a cover, Mog Park has a cover, Andy Lee has a cover. Yeah, so check it out. A lot of cool stuff.
Valak, VALAC, right?
Yeah.
John,
There you
check
go.
that out.
John,
Here, see? There.
John,
Yes.
you have a cool product placement right on your shirt.
What's that?
Dragon's Lair, yeah.
Dragon's Lair? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. John's good about promoting that. I'm wearing my own shirt, but
I don't
you
have
can't
much
see it.
shirts. So,
I think if I tilt my camera up, you can see my shirt, but I'm upside down that way, right?
Yeah.
I'm wearing my Long Undead the Queen.
there you go.
He's upside down.
You like that? Long Undead the Queen. Scott, of course, is wearing his Batman. I mean, you saw that when he showed himself briefly there.
Well, this is painful to get out of the container. I think I destroyed my
You have to
scissors.
wash your hands with the method
right.
soap.
Yeah.
I'm
so-
Artildawn on social media. If you're really bored, you can find me at various places.
Yeah.
I
What
haven't
kind of
streamed on my own
places?
stuff in a while, but yeah, my OnlyFans site,
Took me a while.
nobody wants to see that. It's just like, all right. Well, I guess all that remains to be done is to say aloha.
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 Loja.
See y'all next week.